As we push up here, this club is gonna accelerate through the impact zone, right? Just a nice flowing area like this. We're here, we're back, and it's coming through. Hey everyone, it's Michael, your expert caddy, and today we're going to be talking about if there's a tip that can help all aspects of your game, your irons, driver, chipping, and putting. I know it sounds a little bit crazy about how one tip can kind of translate into all aspects, but I get videos every single day in my DMs of people swings wanting help, and this is a common mistake I see people do, and most likely you're making the same mistake yourself. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and a comment down below. It really helps me out a lot. So today we're talking about this tip, and you're probably wondering exactly what it is. In the golf swing, I get a ton of videos like I said. So when people are swinging the golf club, what I see is they're taking it back, and then when they take it through, they're almost directing the entire swing with their body like this. Now this causes a ton of different problems. Not only are you completely disconnected with your arms and your body, you're almost trying to force the golf ball to do what you want rather than flowing nice and freely. So let's first talk about our irons. Now, like I was saying, what I see, the common problem is they take it back and they're directing it like this with their swing. Now let's just take the golf club for example. If we bring the club up like this and we have it like a pendulum and then we just drop it straight down, that's not gonna cause a lot of momentum and force and it'll allow you to hit the ball, you know, far like we want to. So we need to have opposite reaction with our body. As this golf club comes back, watch what happens when I start coming up with my body as it comes through. A little more speed through the ball, right? So as we take the club back here, this golf club is gonna fall kind of straight down like this, right? It's gonna fall down, but we can't direct it like this with our body. We have to, as it comes down, it's coming down like this. We have an opposite reaction with our torso here. As the club's coming down, we're coming up with our upper body and chest. So let me show it to you again. This golf club is like this. We're just gonna kind of drop it through like this. Here, like this, right? It's here, coming through. Watch what happens when I direct it with my body. We're here, and we're just kind of turning through. But when we add that opposite direction with our body, watch this. This club is coming momentum down, bang, coming right through. Adding more speed, this opposite direction here. So we're here and we're coming through. It's adding that nice whip with the club as it's coming down. Our chest is kind of coming up, allowing us to hit it further and kind of in the right direction that we want to hit it, right? So as we translate this into our follow through, like I said before, we're not trying to force our body through like this into a follow through. If we take the club back, it's gonna come down like this. We're gonna have that opposite reaction with our chest. It's gonna bring it up, allow some more speed through the ball, and the follow through is gonna happen super naturally. So ready, we're here, up. Look how we just finished nicely up with our chest in a nice follow through position. We're not here and like this, right? We're not forcing it through. This club is dropping straight down. We're coming up, nice, free, flowing. So let me show you with the golf swing kind of how this all comes together. Like I said, we take it back, we're coming down, we're coming up a little bit with our chest, allowing this club to pass through, not forcing anything. And this puts us in that nice follow through position. So start getting that flow here like this, just a couple practice swings, all to start. Just a nice flowing area like this. Okay, we're not gonna swing super hard on the first one. Just set up, aim, and just fire away. Look how that puts us in that nice position right here at the top. We're like this through the ball. We're not down through the ball. We're nice and loose with our arms. This club is passing right through as we come up, adding that momentum with that opposite force with our chest. It's really gonna help you out, especially with the irons. I'm gonna show you how it helps you with the driver as well. Okay, we can kind of see how this works with the simple towel drill. Grab a towel, tie a knot at the end or wet one side, and we take the club back and we kind of force it through. That's not gonna cause a lot of acceleration, but if we take it back and we're coming up, look how much faster that towel comes through the ball. Ready? I'll show you again. Back, up. Adds a lot of acceleration. It's just simple physics. This is coming down. We have to come up, counteract the force. This comes down with more speed if we counteract it like this. Believe it or not, the driver is actually even more important to do this because we have a longer club in our hand. Think about it. If we're trying to force the club around, we're really gonna lose a lot of distance with this club. And this is supposed to be the longest club in our bag, right? So like I said, just watch it. If we take it back and let this follow through and we're not having that upward force, as we push up here, this club is gonna accelerate through the impact zone, right? So we're gonna take it back, just watch through, and then kind of watch how that flows through. Nice forward position with the follow through. Again, let's put that into a big swing like this. Look how we kind of finish posted up like this, front side. So on the golf swing, it's gonna look something like this. Set up, nice free flowing, push off the ground a little bit, and that club's gonna come right through. Super easy. Irons and driver are pretty similar, but I'm sure you're probably wondering, how does this translate to my chipping? And you'd be pretty surprised because that motion right there translates exactly into the short game. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, a big misconception with chipping is that when you set up, you get super straight with your arms and that you're just kind of doing this through the ball. Now, while that might work well for like a really bump and run shot, it's not actually utilizing the club how we want it. So like I was saying before with the irons, watch how we bring this club up and it's gonna fall down through, right? If we're not using our body, this club is gonna not have a lot of acceleration through the ball, which is gonna result in some chunk chips, and we're not gonna get it onto the green where we want to be, right next to the hole, right? So watch this. As we take this club back, it's gonna fall through, and we're just gonna come through the ball. It's not like a full-on push-up, crazy motion right here around the green, but we need to have this motion like this, right? Club's back, it falls down, we come up through the ball. That's gonna keep that acceleration going, right? We need that acceleration to get out of thick, rough situations kind of like this. So we can try it right here. We set up, we're just gonna let go with our right arm here and kind of come through like this, pushing off the ground, right? We're here, back, through the ball. I didn't do that great right there, right? I kind of stabbed into the ground. I didn't have that nice opposite reaction force with our upper body. We want that club to be traveling with some speed through the ball, right? We're here, it comes down, and we come up, right? We're not leaning back, we're not picking our body up, we're simply just having our chest come through the ball, but up, having that acceleration, right? We're gonna get that ball up in the air. We need that to use the bounce of the club for the ball to pop up in the air and end up right next to the hole. So take a look at this right here, ready? We're set up for a chip, we're gonna take it back, and this club's gonna come through with acceleration. We're just gonna add that little extra torque through it with our chest. When we chip, it should look something like this. If I did something like this, there's the risk of you kind of stabbing into the ground, it flubbing about 5 feet in front of you. You need to keep that moving through the ball like this. We're not forcing it with our arms like this. We're using our whole body when we chip. Okay, now you're probably like, Michael, I kind of get it with chipping. I definitely get it with irons and driving. How the heck does this relate to putting? Well, I'm gonna show you right now. So we have a putt right here. When I tell people, okay, show me how you putt, this is kind of the most common thing that I see. We set up to the ball and it's mostly just like straight arms, right? It's all arms, I think. Just keep a nice arc with the arms. And all right, that might work out for, you know, a couple putts, but if we want to be a lot more consistent, we're actually implementing the same type of thing like this, keeping that acceleration, right? If I tell people, okay, well, this is like a pendulum. We're coming down, we have to keep that force going with our body. They're probably thinking, that's just adding a lot of wrists in the swing. We don't want this to kind of do that. But I'm gonna show them like this. We set up to the ball or practice swing, and we take it back, and if I'm initiating my upper body in the putting stroke, all of a sudden this just does not become wristy at all. We're here, we're coming down through the ball, and we're just coming through. Now that's a completely over exaggeration, but I'm just kind of showing you how this kind of relates down to putting. We're just shrinking it down completely. So ready right here, on a smaller scale, we're here. We still are having that slight upward force, right? That's gonna prevent us from kind of dudding putts. We're gonna get them to the hole at least every time, and we're not gonna leave them short. Because if we're just using our arms like this, we're super stiff, we're not letting it flow nice and freely. Putting is a really free motion. We're here, and then it's coming through. If you look at all the tour players, they're not just standing straight like this, back and forth. They're loose, they're up to the ball, and they're kind of initiating that whole body, right? Just to go over kind of everything we went over in this video, simple things. This club is coming down. We need to counteract that force with a slight upward movement with our upper body, right? Keeps that accelerating through the ball. With the irons, it's a bigger swing. We're here and we're coming through. Same thing with driver. With chipping, slightly smaller. We're still here, but this is coming through with some force, and we're just coming through, keeping that chest up. And with putting, we're at a smaller scale, but we're back here, and we're coming through like this. I hope that made sense. It sure did for me when I first found out about this. I wanted to share it with you guys. Leave a like if this helped you out. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss another video, and I'll see you in the next one.